Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're into bike packing, you're in the right place. What I'm doing is I'm actually working on a base camp setup idea I've had for a while. This is not what this video is about. The base camp setup is basically an idea where you arrive at a destination. Just show you this bike. So you arrive at destination. This is a 4-season tent inside there. Grab that, set up your base camp. You're left with the core, basically anything you need for riding throughout the day. Then here is all my camera equipment, video editing equipment, batteries, about 60,000 milliamps in batteries, drones, all kept there. So that gets this detached, and then the trailer gets unhooked, and in the trailer on this pannier side is the sleep system down to 4 seasons. I believe it's 0 Fahrenheit, and change of clothes, everything I need to set up the sleep system. And then on the other side is 20 days worth of food in that there. That's my kitchen. And then on the rear is all my winter gear. And this is what the video is kind of about. And then on the other side is the hammock. So, because I really love hammock camping. Even though I've got the tent, I still take the hammock with me. So this is a base camp idea I've been working on for a while. Just got it all packed, and now I'm just going through my gear. So this is about restoring your gear, especially the rain gear. We all know how expensive rain gear can be, especially if you bought a few sets before you actually found the right one. So let me set this camera up, and I'm just going to restore the rain gear. This is the first time I've done it, so hopefully I do it right, and we'll see if it works or not. So give us a second. So let's talk about rain gear, restoring it. Gear can be really expensive, and for example, I have Sharpass, and it took me a few years to find Sharpass. Awesome gear, right? But over time, UV light, the water repellent doesn't last, okay? But with the Sharpass one, this is the Sharpass. This is the refuge jacket. It's way good. So what I'm going to show you is what's happening just lately, but it's after 4 years, okay? So I hope you can see this. If I spray this, it's beading a little bit off, okay? But you can see it's soaking right in. It's soaking straight into the material, which is you don't want. You want it actually to run off. So what I got to do is restore it. Now, I looked online. There's a few, what do you call it, different companies out there, but I went with Gear Aid. I'd done my down gear with the Gear Aid before, and it worked out really well. So ordered some stuff from Amazon. The rain gear, to restore my gear, now first of all you got to understand how much the gear costs. Rain jacket is about $270, almost $300 for that refuge jacket, and the pants, they're about $220. So you're almost $600 just on those two pieces of the items. So I've got to restore that. I've also got my Night Rider, which is by the UK company ProViz. This is 2 years old. It's still repellent. It's still shedding the water great, but I do know it will basically in a couple of maybe in a year or so, it will start to, what do you call it, lose the waterproofing. So that's another like $130. And then I've got my winter gloves. Now these, a lot of people say in winter they should wear pugs, but I end up picking up heat free, and I really like these gloves. They're fingerless inside, come out, really extreme temperatures. Designed by the military, I think in Sweden or Switzerland or something like that there. They designed them. And these aren't cheap. You know, they're high quality. If they're designed for the military, they're not cheap at all. So I really like them because if I had pugs and was riding with pugs, first of all, they're bulky. Second thing is you got to pack them away when you're not using them. So these here are they pack down pretty small. And when you pull your hand out of a pug, you still have to have a pair of gloves. So with these, I don't. I can ride with these and even use the phone because it's got the touch on the little fingers and stuff like that there. Really good pair of gloves. But at the time I bought them, when they first came out, they were about 220. And then, and then I've got some little gaiters by C-Packs, and they were $70. You're talking $1,000 worth of gear. So it's a good idea to maintain it. All right, so Gear Aid, went on, I'd say, Amazon, and I picked up the Pro Cleaner. So this is the first time I'm doing this, guys, so bear with me. It's the Pro Cleaner. So it's $12, and basically what they say is, from reading the instructions, because I'm actually going to read the instructions for once in my life, removes dirt, restores breathability, okay, my jacket is breathable, and water repellent, it restores the warmth in waterproof breathable outerwear, and it also cleans tents and sleeping bags. So this is basically a gentle wash that restores your jacket to its former glory. All right, so instructions. Okay, select gentle cycle with cold water. Okay, so I've got to put it on cold water, gentle. Use 0.5 ounce, i.e. one cap, one of these little caps, fill one of these caps, okay, per garment. So I have basically 2 rain jackets, trousers, so that's free, and I'll count the gloves as one garment with the gaiters as well. So basically wash it in a washing machine. Oh, you can also do sleeping bags, and you can restore the sleeping bags with this stuff as well. Okay, pretty cool. All right, so at the end, you hang it out to dry, so it can dry naturally. You don't need a dryer, and you can apply the water repellent. So this was $12, right, to restore, and this is the water repellent spray. So this is for your rain jackets. What else is it for? Special formula, repels water, oil, stains, and dirt. Okay, protects your rain gear. Exactly what I need it for. Also tents, backpacks, waders, all season long, blah, blah, blah. It's silicone free. The formula is safe to use, waterproof, breathable fabrics. Okay, so how to use it. Clean garment as directed. Okay, basically Pro Cleaner they're advertising. Okay, and hang wet or dry the garment. Shake well. Okay. Spray 5 to 10 inches from the garment in a well vented area. So I'll put it outside, do it outside. And then on high wear places like the shoulders and the cuffs, put extra on there. Okay, so it says if you air dry it, do it in 48 hours. Okay, cool. So I'm going to try this. This was $17, so 17 plus $2, basically $30. I'm going to restore $1,000 worth of rain gear. So we can try, see how it works. Gloves, pants, rain jacket, night rider, high vis jacket, the hood, the rain jacket, and the other glove. Just check I've got everything in there. This works out at, what is it? What did I say? Oh, is that where you put it in? Okay, I was going to put it in there. All right, so Pro Cleaner. Just make sure this is cleaned out. We ran it through yesterday, so make sure you just run a cycle through to clean it. Okay, so this is for 4 jackets, or 4 garments. There we are. Okay, Set that there, set that there. Okay, how do you switch it off?
Start.
Oh, start. Okay, it's in English, good. All right, I'm hitting it. So, is that it?
Yeah.
We'll see how it works. What we'll do is at the end, once I've dried it and the treatment, once I've dried it and all the treatment's done, I'll run the water spray on it and see if it repels it. So hopefully it does. Hopefully. Let's say for 30 bucks, I'm restoring $1,000 worth of stuff. And technically, I could restore this same gear 5 times more, because that one bottle or one bag, they say does 20. There you go. She started. Time for a beer. Guys, I'd like to thank Stephen Brown from London. He sent me a nice PayPal donation, sent me $5. What he doesn't realize, he says, get yourself a nice beer. I got Tiger, but I got 10 of them for $5 because I'm living in Vietnam. So big shout out to Stephen Brown. Well, appreciate it. Love Tiger. So got 10 of them, and I'll be enjoying them while I wait for that third thing. Okay, so that only took like 4 beers. Okay, so about an hour. So rain gear. Oh. I think I should use a basket, but oh, what the hell. All right, everything. All right, so let's get it outside. What I'm going to do is just going to leave it for maybe 20 minutes. The sun's pretty hot here, so it will kind of get it a little bit more drier. It's pretty soaking. I should have probably done it at the 800 spin, but I didn't want to damage any of my gear. I'm not sure. As I say, this is the first time. So I'm going to leave it for 20 minutes, and then we'll give it a good soak with the spray. I've got the spray bottle. I've got to shake it up. They say you got to shake it up. The reason why I want it a little bit more drier, so I can actually make sure that I cover everything. I'm actually surprised they say you can spray it when it's wet. If it's wet and you're spraying it, then what do you call it? You won't actually see where it goes. If it's a little bit drier, at least I can see. So 20 minutes in the sun will be a lot drier. So I'll shake this up. Okay, 2 beers later, which is what he called Vietnam sun. Definitely a lot drier. So this gives me a chance. Shake it up. I've been shaking it up for about 5 minutes. Set the nozzle on a spray. We'll start off with the main one. It doesn't actually say on the gear aid how much you actually use of this, like how many ounces. I'm assuming you just coat it until you think it's all coated. So we'll start off at the top. A bit heavier on the wear, which is the cuffs, they said in the cuffs. And the shoulders. If you were backpacking straps, you'd probably definitely have wear and tear there. I don't wear a backpack at all. Okay. So they're saying 48 hours, okay, air dry. All right, been 48 hours, right? But there's something I've been thinking about last night, that the next time I do this, I'm not going to spray the liquid on hanging up. I'm going to lay it flat on the ground. The reason is a lot of it dripped off to the ground, so I wasted a lot of that there. I used one bottle for all these items. If I had laid it flat and sprayed it and let it dry on one side, then it would be, I think it would have soaked in a lot better. But we'll see. As I say, this is first time doing it. So I'm going to check the pants. As I say, the pants had the least wear, right? So Okay, it's definitely running off. Oh yeah, it's definitely better. But remember guys, these ones were the least wear. So yeah, definitely okay. That one's definitely restored. Yeah. Okay, next. This one is the Pro Fizz from UK, about 2 years old, never been coated. Harder to see. Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, it's definitely reflecting it. Okay, now the jacket, 4 years old, never coated. We know it's soaked up straight away. So, how good did it work? It's running off. The last time I done that in the house, you seen it just went right through. And it was soaking, and I did less minutes than that. So, yeah, it's perfectly dry inside. Still soaking it up in patches. Not as bad as it was. So what I'm going to do is, for this one, the other two are okay. For this one, I'm going to do one more spray coat on it. And I'm going to lay it flat this time. So this is what I've learned. Definitely an improvement. But I believe I need to put on another. Let me hit the back of it. Let's see. Yeah, it's beading. It's definitely beading off it. Yeah, definitely beading. Yeah, definitely. So I'm going to hit this one more time. I'm going to do a coating on it one more time. It's definitely improved, but it's not 100%. The other two. So maybe what I've got to think about is, I left this 4 years. Maybe I should be restoring them every year. That's what the manufacturer recommends. So maybe I'm going to start restoring them. So now I've got these up to standard. I'm going to restore this one more time, but this time leave it flat. And then in a year's time, I'm going to restore it again. And I think that'll keep it lasting longer, you know. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I say I want to see how it worked. Definitely worked okay on these ones. This one's definitely an improvement, but I definitely want to do one more coat with the gear and stuff. So, but this time lay it flat. So don't forget to check out my website. Still building it. A lot of blogs to do, but I appreciate your time. Have fun.